Have you ever dreamed of ditching your 9 to 5, buying a one-way ticket to a country like Thailand and starting over from scratch? Well, stick around because basically that is exactly what I did 10 years ago. And today in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 of the biggest lessons that I've learned. I want to talk about some of the myths surrounding living in Thailand, kind of my expectations versus what it's really like. I want to talk about how my journey has kind of evolved over time, and also talk about kind of how Thailand has changed me fundamentally as a person, as it may very well do for you as well. Now, it's interesting because the first 2 times I came to Thailand, I came on holiday twice, and I never actually visited Chiang Mai. So I live in Chiang Mai. I've been living in Chiang Mai ever since I moved here, so nearly 10 years. And like I say, it's interesting because when I came on holiday, I never even went to Chiang Mai. What actually happened is I went back, I started looking at YouTube videos, and I kind of discovered this whole digital nomad craze. And you know, it's being promoted heavily at the time. I think Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week had just come out, and there was so many digital nomads kind of, I don't want to say leading the way because people were working abroad and working online before that, but it was going through, it was a period of time when it was kind of becoming popular. When I discovered Chiang Mai, I thought it was kind of like a mini chilled out, relaxed Silicon Valley. I thought I'd get here and it would be like just full of programmers and engineers and everyone, you know, just living the life. But mostly it was people just like doing drop shipping and just coming on savings and just running out of money. And really, it wasn't a very like professional setting or scene, if that makes sense. It's getting like that now. There's lots of great co-working spaces here, and since the pandemic, so many people have realized that they can work remotely. So you find I'm seeing a lot more older people that would probably be sat in an office back in their home country, now sat in the co-working spaces. When I came here, I was, like I said, a programmer, a web developer, and I'd done my research. I was looking at Chiang Mai, and it did live up to my expectations in that regard. It didn't live up to my expectations in the sense that it was as professional an environment, or so much that the environment would help me to thrive, if that makes sense. That was kind of what I was expecting. I was kind of like expecting to come to Chiang Mai and meet and network and, you know, thrive based off of a network that I created, but I really didn't. However, it did deliver on the expectation that I had, that it was laid back, chilled, had really nice coffee shops, co-working spaces, and the convenience is just unparalleled. Like, unless you've been to Thailand and you've really stayed here for any decent amount of time, the convenience is just unbelievable. I don't think any country in the world is this convenient. Everything's just so easy. Now, how things have worked out for me over the years are completely different to what I'd actually expected. Like I said, I came here as a web designer. My plan was to kind of just do that indefinitely and to get more and more clients and to grow like the biggest agency I possibly could. Now, I did go down that route for a little while, but I never expected to create this YouTube channel. I never expected to create an online community. I've got a really good online community now called Nomad School. We're at well over 1,000 members. It's over 1,000 digital nomads. If you are interested in becoming a digital nomad, then I'll strongly recommend you go and check it out. You can go to nomadschool.com. You can request a free invite. And that is such a good resource that I've built up over just literally the last year or so. We've got people in there that are, you know, have been living as digital nomads for decades. We've got people that are just getting started, and the balance is kind of like 50-50. So it's an awesome environment to learn and to grow if you're looking to live this kind of lifestyle. But I never expected to build that. I never expected to build Nomad School. I never expected to build this YouTube channel. I was just expecting to work for clients and things like that. And the reason I bring this up is because so often when I speak to people, when I hear people like in Nomad School, for example, talking about the transition that they're planning on making, how they're planning to move to a country like Thailand, what I see is people really over planning. I know it's scary. I know you want to kind of be secure in the move that you're making, but life does throw curveballs at you and things do change. I see people over planning in all areas. Like some people like looking to buy a 20-year visa, which is really expensive to live in Thailand, a 20-year visa. And I always say to these people, never buy an elite visa longer than 5 years if you're going to buy one, because you never know what can happen. You never know if you're going to get married and then you're on a marriage visa. You don't know what's going to happen with the government, how they're going to change the visa policies. It's like 5 years away is a long, long time. And also with regards to your work life, right? So I see people like trying to plan, trying to build this, you know, gigantic business in their home countries and to just try and get everything right. It's almost like they're trying to plan until the day that they die. And things change, right? Life changes. Like I said, when I first come here, I thought I was going to do what I thought I was going to do. I'm just not even really doing anymore, right? It's just life throws curveballs at you and better things happen. And then you change course, right? So I would say to you guys, if you are planning on making a move, becoming a digital nomad, don't plan that far ahead. You don't need to. You never know what's going to happen. And that, like I said, goes for your work life, your visas, all of that stuff. Kind of go with the flow. It's much more enjoyable that way. And a lot of people will plan so much that they'll never actually make the move. And it's really a form of procrastination in the end. I mean, I've spoken to people that have booked calls with me and things years ago, and they'll still send me emails saying, hey, I'm planning the move. The move's coming in like 2028. I'm like, bro, you booked a call with me in like 2020. All you really need is enough of a plan to kind of say, you know what, I'm going to go check it out, try it for a year. We'll see what happens. Try and have a fallback. If it doesn't work out, you can always go back home, that kind of thing, and take it from there, basically. You know, for me, I had a really strong reason why I was doing it. I think that is kind of, if you have a reason why you want to become a digital nomad, if you have a reason why you want to move to Thailand, if you have a reason why you want to live this type of lifestyle, then you should go for it. Because when I was back in the UK, and this is the final thing that I'll talk about in this video, when I was back in the UK, I was so miserable and depressed. Like everything about England just dragged me down, basically. I could see the way the country was going. I could see the way that it was being over-policed. I started to feel like I was living in a police state. I've mentioned that many times. You know, we all see how it's going. We all know what is going on in the Western countries. And there's a huge rate of depression amongst young men in these countries, right? And I suppose I was one of them, right? So it's just a miserable, miserable place to be. And, you know, I felt it for a long time. I never really felt like I fitted in the UK. I never really felt like the culture, the people around me really were my type of people. Even though I'm British or whatever, there was kind of like a, what's the word? It was kind of a crab-like mentality. That's how I like to describe it. It's like if you try and do anything different, people kind of like, oh, why are you doing that? Or you shouldn't do that. Are you moving to Thailand? Oh, are you sure? Why don't you just get a job? Why don't you just do this? Why don't you just, you know, stay in your lane? And everyone around you is like that. Everyone around you is talking to you like that. I'm very lucky and blessed that my family aren't like that. My family are like me. They're kind of like, go do it. Go on, Brett. So a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people have, their family are just like their friends. They're just like their social circle. And that must be an absolute nightmare. But yeah, I never felt like I fitted in. And after coming to Thailand, after spending almost a decade here, I realised that I didn't fit in. And I actually fit in more somewhere else. I don't say it's changed me as a person, because what I would actually say is it's enabled me to live as the person that I truly am, right? It's enabled me to be myself. It's enabled me, again, I've said this to people, I never would have started a YouTube channel. I never expected to start a YouTube channel when I came to Thailand. And that was like to start a channel, to put myself out there, to create content like this. Oh my God, my friends will see me. They'll laugh at me. They'll say, they'll say, Brett, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? What an idiot. You know, coming out here, it's enabled me to do that. It's enabled me to talk to you guys. It's enabled me to connect with people like you who are watching this video. It's enabled me to meet people who are like you out here in Thailand, who think like me, who share my same morals, my same beliefs, my same attitudes, who really can't be bothered with what's going on in the West, just want to be themselves, want to live their life, want to be happy, want to be at peace. Thailand, like I say, it hasn't changed me as a person. It's enabled me to be the person I want to be. And yeah, it's just been amazing. I'd highly recommend that if you are interested in becoming a digital nomad, and if you're not happy, then you absolutely should go for it. Okay, like I said in this video earlier on, don't overplan, don't put barriers in your own way. Try and save a bit of money, more than I did. I would say I've mentioned this in other videos, but I'll say it now. I reckon you need, if you're going to be coming to Thailand especially, save up at least $12,000 to $15,000. That should last you about a year if you're a single person. Try and save $12,000 to $15,000. Come out here, go for it. You won't have that much stress. You should be able to make money for yourself within a year for sure. And if you are struggling to make money, join Nomad School. All right, come over to nomadschool.com. Like I said, we've got an amazing community there. Everyone's so helpful. They'll help you do it. I'll help you do it. And there's a ton of other resources in there that you can consume to help you get going. That's all for this video, guys. That is what I've learned after a decade of living in Thailand as a digital nomad. I don't know if I really covered everything or if I succinctly got to that point, but anyway, if you like this video, you're probably going to really like this one. And if you've not subscribed yet, you can click here and subscribe. You can also, like I say, check out the community right here. That's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.